What to do, my gente? Your boys coming through once again with a new video. And on today's video, we're going to talk about a sad story from a Texas rapper, Get Money, Little Ronnie, right? And where him and his daughter became unalive. Sad story. And I'm bringing this story to hopefully you can see the meaning of this story, man, because a lot of us concentrate our energy, our time to people that sometimes don't care for us, right? And at the end of the day, we have to value what is important in our life, right? Our family, our freedom, our safety, and stuff like that. And we put that stuff in jeopardy because of a dealing we did with another person who actually don't care about us, right? And because of situations that actually happen when you start living that lifestyle, right? Not everybody can do this. And one thing that you have to understand that once you get involved in stuff like that, nothing good comes out of it. So, as you can see on the video, man, we see a rapper coming through to a car wash and where he parked. And then out of nowhere, you see a couple guys popping out of nowhere, man, and start open fire towards his car. Seems like that he was being followed. And again, this has to do with somebody that knows him, that knows his car, that knows where he lives, because they had to follow him somewhere. It's not like they were cruising around the streets and they were like, oh, there he goes. They had to start somewhere, and that would be at his house, or if he had a job or whatever, man, or studio. They had to follow him somewhere. Eventually, they got him right here. They opened fire, and we see the rapper running away from his car. When I see people running away, I feel like he's trying to do that to protect his little one. He knows that he's the target. So the longer you stay in the car the more you put your kid, is the more you expose your kid to those bullets, right? So we see him running away. You see the individuals eventually follow him and shooting from far away, right? Eventually, I don't know what he was thinking. He was going to try to come back and get in the car and then speed away. But he tries to come back, but eventually they got him. They got him right there. He didn't make it to his car. He drops, and eventually he got pronounced unalive at the scene with his daughter. It is a sad story. Of course, the family's going to come out and tell the story. Oh, this guy was a nice kid. He never did nothing. He was about his music, about his family, and stuff like that. But that goes with every story if you want to keep it real, right? Let's just put it this way. When things happen like this, it's not because we are saints. It is sad because that girl just turned 5 years old a day before that happened. And to put your kids in jeopardy, I know we can't tell the future, but what we can do is we know when we did wrong. We know when things might go against us. So we should not put our family members in jeopardy. There's a track who was dropped, right? Crazy ass track. For me, that's dry snitching. But they're rapping about this guy, right? In the lyrics, they name him. And eventually they say that somebody burned some Mexicans, right? For something. And then eventually this person saying that he don't care, they better come with it because I got something with, basically saying that he was packing, right? And eventually they're trying to say that it was cartel. Like those Mexicans eventually turn out to be cartel. And when we hear the stories, man, we always, look at what happened to the Goshen incident in California, and where a whole family was taken down and they blamed the cartel, right? When we see stories like this, like gruesome stories, they want to blame the cartel because, I don't know, there's nobody else to blame. But, we see the guys on the video. They seem like colored people. They do. So, were they actually cartel? Or maybe they were part of his crew. They were part of his, I don't know, man. It is a story that it is crazy because, come on, this guy's a rapper. It is a crazy story, but at the end of the day, we don't have the answers. We can assume it and everything. One thing I can tell you is that Forest Hill Police Department does have a suspect. They have not released his name, his picture, but I'm assuming they still trying to collect all the pieces to make sure they have a strong case up against this individual, and hopefully other individuals will come through and get charged as well, right? But one thing I want to tell you guys, man, is like, look at this incident, man. Um, Sad incident. One thing I can tell you is that we cannot tell the future, but one thing I can do say is that we can guide our lives at least to the through the better path, and where you're not gonna put your family, yourself in danger like this, and actually you're gonna value those moments with your family. Uh, this easily could have been a hit from their own homies, from people that knew him, because I mean they were following him. Somebody was following him, and they have to know where he lives. They have to know where he usually stays at to start and follow him. Because trust me, they didn't come across him on the streets and be like, "Oh, there he goes over there. Let's follow him." Nah, they had to follow him from somewhere that he was staying at, and we start seeing rappers becoming alive. A lot of people that can't separate the rap, and they still want to be involved in hood stuff. They still want to be involved in that life. And I always say it. I do always say it that once you make it, once you do separate yourself. I mean, separate yourself. Know when you take the next step. When you're like, you know what, enough is enough. I think I did good. Stable. I have a career. Let me just move on and play it safe. But a lot of people chase that lifestyle. A lot of people want that attention, and eventually nothing comes out good out of that lifestyle. Look what happened with this individual and his daughter. Sad story, man. But this is the reality of the streets, man. You know this. If you play with fire, eventually you're gonna get burned. And this time it happened to him. It had happened to many rappers. And all I can say is use these stories, man, to actually learn something from it. See how this lifestyle, see how all of this stuff didn't bring nothing good to this guy and took away his little one. This guy had a career. This guy had a beautiful daughter, and still wasn't not enough to let go of the lifestyle. This is not for everybody, and for those who are involved, know one thing. You putting your loved ones, you putting your family members in danger by being involved in that type of criminality. Now, one thing I would like to tell you is thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for everything, for looking at the video to the end. And this is for you guys. I highly appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Hit the like, throw a comment right there. I highly appreciate it. I'll try to put the video at the end of this, right after this, man. So hopefully YouTube doesn't trip on it. But I do appreciate you. Thank you very much. And know one thing: learn to appreciate, or learn to take advantage of that time that you have with your loved ones, because you never know when it's gonna be the last day, man. Sad situation, but it's reality. So with this being it, ya nos vamos. Ratos.